Welcome everyone. It's a huge day for us here at St Pat's. One of our elders, Uncle Gerard, talked about having a happy heart, and that's certainly true of all of us at St Pat's, our service users, our staff. It's amazing to have the support of great leaders in our Fremantle community, and the Dockers are a really important part of the fabric of this community. Our organisation is really determined to end homelessness. We sincerely believe that can happen, and that's what we work towards every day, effectively to do ourselves out of a job. But having the support of such a respected group in the community makes all the difference. Today, the Dockers players have very generously donated us $20,000 to kick off a public appeal to fit out a new facility that we're going to be creating here in Fremantle just behind us that will welcome a broad subsection of the community that needs support now more than ever in their journey to end homelessness. And we're very grateful to Alex and the player group and all of the Dockers for their really generous support, and we look forward to the ongoing partnership together. Thank you very much.
Just today, we've had a Freo Players Fund that was started in 2018 by David Mundy and a proportion of our playing group. And during that time, that fund was set up to help support the Freo community and to sort of leave a mark as a Freo playing group and have something that when you play for this club, when you leave, you've got a legacy to be proud of. And I think instances like this where we can really support a Freo organisation and be leaders within the community, I think is really beneficial, and it's always good to have moments like this where we step away from the training track and away from the pressures of football and acknowledge that we do have a bigger role in society and within the Freo community. And I think it's great for our playing group to be able to see that we can have an impact in other people's lives.
Any questions?
What impact, Alex, do you hope you can have on the individuals who use St Pat's?
Yeah, so I think just initially being able to come in and show the clients that come through St Pat's and also the staff members that we support them. And homelessness can have quite a stigma within the community. It's something that we're all aware of and that we all have some sort of interaction with in a certain level. And I think trying to reduce that stigma and sort of see the people for who they are, and that there's a range of reasons why people experience homelessness. And in our current climate, more and more people are finding trouble finding somewhere to live with the cost of living and the rental prices at the moment, and affects quite a lot of people. And I think hopefully, I saw a lot of the faces of the clients who were in there today and the staff members, and I think it's great that we were able to sort of lift the vibe and the energy of the place, and hopefully make them feel like they're supported and give them a little boost. And I think expanding from this, hopefully this donation is a small step in a larger goal that St Pat's have, and that goal will help to create some further housing and be able to provide greater services for people, and in the end homelessness, because as Michael said, it is a big problem that we face all around the world, all around Australia, and in Fremantle, in this community, and it is a problem that can be fixed. And if there's time and effort and money spent on it, we feel like we can have an impact and help solve it.
How proud are you that this is a player level?
Yeah, as I said, it's important to not get caught in the day-to-day pressures and the training grind and the football grind that we often get caught up in within the bubble that we live our lives, and to be able to stand here and represent our playing group, not just our current playing group, but the players that have come before. As I said, this charitable fund was set up in 2018, largely on the back of David Mundy's support, and to be able to continue that on and to help build a legacy and helps, I think, set an example to allow players to think a little bit beyond our four walls. I am really proud of what we're able to do, and hopefully what we'll be able to continue to do.
It's the footy grind going out, so you're training in a fair bit of heat as well.
It is hot. It's been a really tough pre-season, particularly the last couple of weeks since Christmas. Clearly everyone's been feeling the heat a little bit, and that's been tough, but look, I think everyone's confident this time of year, and we're no different. But I think to have quite a number of guys on the track, we've got a small injury list. Coming back from the off season, we had a playing group that was really hungry and really determined to get better and have a good season, and that's really been evident. We've had some new faces in at the club, Shai and Quinton, and our draftees, some new coaching staff, Sam Naismith, Jade Rawlings, who have all made a big impact on our group, and it's been great to welcome them into our family.
Tell us about the Monday session you had in, I think it was 40 degrees by the time you finished training, and a really big running session at the end. What was that all about?
Yeah, it just so happened that the hottest week of the year was our largest running period of the year. So not sure how the strength and conditioning staff worked that out, but it always seems to happen. Look, we see it as a competitive advantage being able to train in the heat. Like we get tested all throughout the pre-season, and yeah, pre-season's always really hard and challenging, but when you add the 40-degree weather, it makes it a little bit harder, and it's often mentally that it becomes a bit harder, and to be able to stay upbeat and positive and communicating through that is a real challenge. And we spoke a lot throughout that, look, the season's going to test us. There'll be many moments during it, throughout this year, that we're going to be tested, and to be able to get tested during the pre-season, it's a great learning experience for guys. And yeah, to be honest, we handled that really well. It was tough. We're all probably still a bit sore, to be honest, 2 days post, but yeah, it's a great opportunity to be able to get better and to really face some real tough times.
Sean would ask you off to the Asset facility in Doha, how encouraging is it to see him go and try and get right from that line?
Yeah, Sean's come a long way. He's been able to join in some footy training with us over the last week, which has been really great to have him around the group. We had Chappie go over last year and had some great results. You can tell when he comes back the way he prepares and some of the things he does differently in the gym. It seems to be paying off. He's in really great nick at the moment. He had a good year last season. So yeah, it's a good opportunity for Sean. Now he's at a stage where he's doing quite a lot of work, quite a lot of training. So hopefully just refine a little bit of the biomechanics and different things, and hopefully, lead him to playing round one early in the season, whenever it is, and hopefully, larger than that he has a real big impact for us throughout the season.
Found out for another 2 years this year for anything, but what does it mean to you to have that kind of out of the way early, and what would have been the biggest motivation for you to sign again?
I signed before the heat wave, which has influenced things. Look, it's a place that I've grown up in, the Fremantle Football Club. I came over here when I was 18. I'm now going to turn 30 this year, so it's very much a huge part of who I am, and the club and the players and the staff have helped sort of shape and mould me, and it's just a place where I really want to be, where I feel comfortable, where I feel that I can help drive us to success, and the dream of winning a premiership and being the first team to do that burns really strong, and yeah, that's what I want to be a part of, and to be able to lock it in for another 2 years. I think there's many periods like during the pre-season, but during the season where it gets tough and it gets challenging. But to have 3 years where I just can really lock that in and throw everything at it. Even over the last few years, I've had some issues with my body, and I know that there's going to be some painful times, and I'm going to have to put my body on the line. But to be able to just go 3 years, lay it all out there, let's see how many premierships we can win. It's really motivating.
At the end of those 3 years, where you have big talk about it, that hasn't come in, and that will left the door open for everything with them.
No, I think, as I touched on, I'm turning 30 this year, so there's not too many 30-year-olds that have had 3 broken legs, a broken arm, and done a knee that get 5-year contracts. So unfortunately, as I said, fortunately I like the 3-year time frame that I can just really commit, and I'm just fully committed to this club and to help bring success to it.
Being the first premiership captain of Fremantle, is that still on the bucket list for you?
Yeah. Premiership player, captain doesn't really matter. We're all really committed. I think after the way last season finished, there's just a real hunger in all of us to go all in. I sort of touched on it that it's been a bit of a calling card that the group, we want to go all in and just throw everything at it and leave no stone unturned. So, yeah, as I said, it's this club and this community that represents a big part of me. And we know when we've been on some good runs before, how much our fans and our members get behind us, and it'll mean a lot to our community, our players, our past players, our staff to bring that first premiership home. So yeah, I definitely want to be a part of it.
And where does that captaincy sit with you this year? Obviously, you've held for a few years now. What have you enjoyed about it, and is it one you'd like to see yourself take on again this year?
Yeah, I'd like to still be captain. It's been a really challenging period the last couple of years, but it's allowed me to grow, and I think I've felt a bit more comfortable in the role. It's something I really enjoy. It's a group at the moment that I'm just really close with. I'm now an elder statesman, but to be able to help lead and get the most out of our playing group on the field and hopefully influence them off field as well. It's I really enjoy just being a part of this group that we've got, not only our playing group but our staff and our fans as well. So yeah, it's something I've really enjoyed, and we'll see what happens.
What does he bring to a group coming into this pre-season and just having him here?
Yeah, he's been great. He's an exciting guy to have at training. I'm often not on his team, so it sucks a little bit because we've lost a few games at training when he kicks goals on us. But he's just a guy who brings that X factor and clearly one of the most dangerous players in the competition. So to have him on our side, it's fantastic. He's fitted into our culture really well, him and his family, and I know he's enjoyed being back home. So yeah, we've loved having him around our group.
Played on in training, because obviously Giannis and Josh Tracy are commanded there. Obviously development, and how do you see their years? Yeah,
they've been good. They're fit. It was a Jai and I went toe-to-toe in the 40-degree weather for a couple of hours, which was tough. I think I see those two as being key to us being successful over the next few years. And again, they're just players that are really hungry to get better, really driven and motivated. It makes it challenging each day coming into work and having to play on those guys. But I think the Freo fans will see plenty of improvement from them.